Hey Prem, how's it going? Okay, this is why I hate streaming on console. It takes me so long to get it set up. I had even said I would do this at like 9 with Nightmare, and then that's why I can never schedule the time. I always stream every single day, but I can never say like when it's gonna be. So it's like 2 hours after I'd said I might be able to do it, and now I'm gonna be running late for stuff in real life, but it's okay. But this will be my first time playing this in probably like 5 years. I was thinking it was more like 2 to 3 years, but then I remembered like if I had done it in the last couple of years, I would have done it on stream, so then I would know for sure. I would have uploaded it or something, as I often do with these kind of other weird formats that I do, like where it's not my normal thing. Like it's on Saturday, I thought about doing it, or my Wednesday format, things like that. So I probably haven't done it since my last channel, probably 2018, 2019, from what I can remember. And then I stopped streaming altogether from 2019 to 2021. So at that point, season 14, I wonder how they determine that. It's been out for like 9 years, so how would that make any sense? But um, the thing is that yeah, I haven't played it probably since then. I wouldn't have played anything really between 2019 and 2021 because I was just not that I wouldn't play anything off stream period, but like for the most part I wouldn't because I was just so busy in that period. And so with the real life stuff. So yeah, I always liked the game. I didn't play it that much really, and of course this is one of those games that people say like sports games like NBA 2K or something like, oh, it's better to play on console, but it doesn't have to be because you can always just use a controller on PC the same way that you can sort of use, I guess, a keyboard and mouse for certain games on a console. But I've never really heard anything too much about that. Like I know for Final Fantasy Online, for MMOs in particular, it would be useful to have a keyboard and mouse and stuff like that. So that's my main objection. It's not even like, oh, PCs are better in every way. Even though I use a laptop, it's still better in every way than the fucking than the PS5 or whatever, any modern console. But that's the real insult. It's not that, oh, my hardcore gaming PC that costs 5,000 is better, which I don't even have one like that. But like $1,000 laptop is better than a modern console. Which yes, it's still more than the console would cost you, but over time it'll save you more, and it's like whatever. So the one thing I don't have is the PS Plus for online purposes, because like people were telling me, oh, you don't need it for this game, but that doesn't make sense because it's confusing. Because even when you go to look it up, it says like, oh, you don't need it to play it because like, oh, it's free to play now, right? But that's not what it means. Like, oh, you own it through PS Plus, like how they give you free games. It's more like you need the internet to play it online, because that's how it is like with every online game. I don't mind signing up for it now if I have to. I just there's some sort of confusion between the game itself being free to play, but the online aspect being free to play, because that has to do with just Sony and the servers. One way in which PC is better, because you never have to do that. You don't have to pay Microsoft or whatever for your internet to be, you're paying your internet service provider. That's enough. But with this, you have to have internet and you have to pay for their servers too. And the biggest insult in that way is Nintendo, because Nintendo has notoriously bad internet throughout its history, and yet you still are expected to pay for that. Like Nintendo Switch Online is a bit of a joke that they would ever require that of you. So yeah, what is the one thing I've always referred to this game as? Like I said, like, oh, they invented like a real sport with this, and it kind of has that vibe, like where even in its original state, this is both a positive and a negative, the way that people look at it, right? Where their expectations are kind of low, and I'll get to that in a second, but also where it can be very good. It seems like the audio actually on here isn't working. Like my audio of the console, what the fuck? Well, I'll look at that in a second, but god damn it, even after all that time taking the setup, I should just leave my capture card here though. I don't know why I brought it to my other setup, because like I never use it there. It's like the setup where I just record stuff off stream, which mainly has just been chat. So I thought maybe I'd do something on console, but for my Wednesday format, I should start to do stuff maybe on here, or maybe the screen is just like that, because it's like, what the fuck, man? Now it would show even this, because it has like some sort of singing in the background, which maybe is copyright, whatever, intensive. I actually have no idea why that wouldn't work. Like the video is clearly working from my PS5, so, or maybe it's not. It's maybe like frozen on a particular screen that's not actually. What the fuck is going on with this? It's acknowledging what I'm trying to do, but it's not actually showing the right thing. Is it like frozen? But no, what I was trying to say before this interrupted me, it might just be frozen, or it might just show that all the time whatever. I'll try to reset it in a second. But the point is that I called it like almost a real sport, and it's a positive and a negative. It's a positive because people can play it over and over for years to come in its original state with the original mechanics. Forget about the updates and the cosmetics and everything that they might do over time, right? Even just in its original state with the base mechanics, you're both in a car, or the teams are both in cars, and you're trying to knock the ball into the goal, like soccer with cars, whatever, right? But you could play it in that original state forever, and it could have replayability and value the same way that like you can run up and down a court in a sport like whatever, tennis or basketball or whatever, and right, that can stay relatively unchanged for decades and centuries, and people still find it interesting in its original unaltered state. So just as that sort of base game, so that kind of lowers the standard, because it's like, how can you find that interesting on one hand when you're doing the same thing over and over, because it's almost like the players are the interest, or whatever, esports, competitive play, or just the act of doing it in some sort of a, you know, one-off sense, right? People can find that enjoyable. Meanwhile, with like MMOs or other kind of games, you'll go through them, you'll get to max level, then you'll be craving endgame content. So in other words, if you're not updating and making some major expansion every year to 2 years, oh, your game's gonna die out and it's gonna be dead. Whereas with something like this, League of Legends or something, you can get away with, oh, we're playing on the same map over and over with the same heroes over and over with the same items over and over, potentially, right? And people would still find that enjoyable. Like a game like chess hasn't been updated in ages, but people still obsess over it. So on one hand, you could say that's a good thing, that, oh, the games are so evergreen that you can get away with that, and that they deserve that. But on the other hand, people just have somehow lower standards for them, that they don't expect that. Like, sure, there must be other game modes and mechanics they've added in this over time, but even in its original state, it would be potentially treated like that. And then on the flip side, you know, certain games sort of get a bad rap for that. Like, oh, you know, every year you need a new expansion or update, or new gimmicks and stuff, new mechanics, this and that. Otherwise, people lose their interest, whether it be an MMO or any kind of other, whatever, even single player games, you just go through them, beat them, and then you move on. Like, oh, it got boring. Also, you can do the same thing over and over for thousands of hours and not get bored of it. And I'm no exception to that either. Like, you know, with Hearthstone and certain games that I played for long periods of time, I just think it's an interesting way to sort of subvert that expectation. Like, oh, because it's multiplayer, somehow that makes it okay. Or, oh, because the interest comes from the players themselves, where you don't even need AI, right? You just make base mechanics. So many multiplayer games sort of milk that part where, you know, the players almost do the work for them, whether it be literally in terms of making mods and stuff, or whether it be in terms of being the interest of the game. Like, how fun would this be to play just against AI the whole time? Probably not too bad, actually, but now in before I'm going to have to actually restart my stream to get the video to work. It's so weird that it's showing the Rocket League thing, but it won't show actually what's on my console. It just got like stuck at the screen of me opening the game, but now even after I've closed it, and it hasn't come back, so I'll have to check that. But yeah, like it is a double standard, right? So you could play the same game over and over, like League of Legends or whatever, on the same map for thousands of games, hundreds of hours, that would never be fun to play against AI, and people would shit on it if you were expected to. But now, because of the player intrigue and the population, it's sort of a fallacy that feeds into itself. Like, it's fun to play because there's so many people playing it, but if there weren't, it wouldn't be fun. So like, you know what I mean? Like, people are playing it because there's so many people playing it, and it's only worth playing because there are so many people playing it. But couldn't that apply to anything? Like, if it had a player base, therefore it's good. If it didn't, it's bad. Now, of course, there's a reason why it might have the player base in the first place. Part of which is like, oh, everybody has this delusion that, like, oh, they're going to be the next Faker or the next esports player or something like that. But like how everybody who plays chess thinks they're going to be the next Hikaru or Levy or fucking even Botez or somebody like that. But including myself maybe. But the point is that, yeah, on one hand, it gets away with doing the same thing over and over, right? Which a lot of multiplayer games do that. And yet, again, nobody's complaining about that. But then with other games, you have to have constant updates, and then it's still not enough to keep a game alive. And the mechanics are so much more robust, or so much wider. You have a whole world to explore, all those kind of things. And I even saw like some rocket racing thing, which I assume is associated with this when I went to go to download it. Let me try to reset the video capture thing here. But my assumption is, I actually have no idea what's going on. What is happening with this? Let me see. Or like it's getting confused because I used a different video capture thing with my webcam. But the webcam's not even in, so now it'll use my other webcam in terms of I don't know what's happening. Okay, it must be that one, I guess. I have no idea. I guess I could just get rid of both of them because I always have to redo the webcam. I might not use the webcam for a while now is the point. I'll use this as an opportunity to switch over to. I was doing that for my Wednesday format a lot. Like I had done chess for it, then I had done my Kindle Scribe for it, all stuff that you can show off like in real life, like playing over the board or, you know, using the Kindle Scribe or using the, you know, trying to do like a Rubik's Cube. So now I'll move on to trying to do console stuff again. That I was doing maybe for a while. Xbox Game Pass Gauntlet or something like that. PSN Gauntlet, just like go through every game on here until I die or just try it once or something like that. Okay, let me try it again. So the main thing that doesn't seem to be working is the audio. It's not like I haven't done this a million times before. Didn't get the notification? Oh. Yeah, that's fine. I'm kind of running late anyway. Why is this so fucked up, man? I hate using console so much. How do you even do this where... I don't get it. Like, it's doing the wrong video capture thing. I might have to just restart. I don't know how this works otherwise. Makes no sense. Yeah, like you'd rather just use it on like an actual... You'd rather just use it on like an actual fucking... use a controller like on a computer. That would probably be better. Okay, is it gonna work now? Okay, maybe. For now I'm gonna get in trouble for some kind of copyright music or some shit. Okay, so it'll be like -15. People use controller for computer. Yeah, that's probably still better than having to fucking do this. Okay, here we go, and then... But I love that. Like, it's not even like, oh, I'm streaming on console. I'm still streaming from a PC to console because of how shitty it is. So therefore, I have to use a capture card and all this other stuff. If you try to do it directly, which I have tried before, it's just a lot choppier and it just doesn't work quite as well and stuff like that. So here we get to basically just go in here and I'll actually play it. Yeah, I don't know how all that works. I'll try to invite you or something. What's your name on here? Since he has like a million different names, let's first of all make sure the audio is working. Nightmare Rage 69, of course. No, the audio is still not working. What the fuck is going on? So let me get this straight. You can't stream Rocket League. Whatever, dude. I'll have to just switch over and do it on PC. It's showing this fucking screen the whole time. Like, why? Or like it crashes every time that I try to. So stupid, man. We're watching some kind of intro here. So it works until you get actually in the game, and then it just doesn't. So that is unbelievable. All right, let me try maybe once more. So it's not even the capture card's fault. It's the fault somehow of the game itself because it shows this and then... Let me see. Yeah, this will just be a troubleshooting stream to try to get this to work, even though I've streamed on here a number of times and it hasn't been an issue. So it'll show like the loading screen there and then it just won't actually work. Let me try it once more. Okay. Video capture device. It'll be the... Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, now it's working? I have no idea. Or you have to like already be in the game for it to potentially work. Or it just lasts like 5 seconds and then it crashes every time. It's not like I undid anything with my setup or changed it. It's basically the same thing. It's just I hadn't used it in a while. Or now I can't even move this, or what's going on? I can't like scroll down. Okay, so maybe now it'll work. So I even did the intro just like on the title screen, or like even without showing the title screen, it was just like this the whole time. The whatever, the loading screen between those. That should be fine. Giving your Epic account. I don't even think I have an Epic account. I'll try to do it on here though. One sec. Or yeah, this was bought by Epic Games, wasn't it? Oh, here we go again, dude. Oh, you have to scroll down the whole way to do this. Okay, go ahead and dox my birthday too. Fuck it, dude. What? We have to do like 06. Okay, dude. Whatever, dude. Log in. Like, why does it even matter? Like, what does that have to do with anything, dude? Choose a vehicle. Okay, here we go. Change your mind later. I don't remember really. I mean, this is at least the standard one, but it's not even going to tell you. Breakout Octane Merc. And I'm going to want to do it kind of like in a 1v1 context. 900 years old. Nah, it's just a joke, like 666. You mock the fact of... Or is he going to have like some sort of mic aspect too? Now, are these actual people already? Or I don't even know. It couldn't be, because then it would never be that easy. Okay, can I just... It's going to force me to do this one? Okay. Yeah, that's when it ends up being a lot of the time. Or like I would enjoy somehow being a goalie more. So you are not able to actually leave. So I just have to deal with that. Okay. It's fine. Like, you shouldn't be in a rush or anything. I'm just kind of triggered by how annoying it is to get this stuff to work sometimes. Which is only partly my fault. Because, like, genuinely, I don't know what the fuck was happening there. 69. Wait, why is it, like, stuck at 69? Wait, what? What is that supposed to be? There's no way my speed was constant the whole time there. Or is that, like, somehow how the mechanic works? I don't really remember how any aspect of it does work. With respect to, I don't even know the controls. I don't know anything, but these must obviously be bots, which is why I would only have the chance to score a goal, you know, that quickly or that easily. I'm just trying to kind of get used to the controls a little bit here. 1 minute remaining. The camera is especially janky. It's like pilot controls upside down, I feel like. I'm sure you can change all this, but yeah, in a 1v1 context, you can just kind of get lost. Like, if the ball ends up on the other side, and then you're kind of screwed because you can't do anything once you know where it's going. Fuck, I could have just stopped there and done it. So now what happens here? You go in like some sort of overtime. Press circle. To do what? Like boost? That's always the best one to get, is just that. Fuck. Like, where you just get it immediately off the serve, if you will, but I did it too hard, I guess. That's sometimes can be pretty easy if they're not playing the goal very well. And that's even how I got the first one. Like, as soon as it started, I just face rolled right in. My specialty, face rolling. Doesn't seem to be boosting in the way that I would expect. Or we got kind of carried by this guy. Press circle, press triangle, press every... Get penalties. Well, but I shouldn't get a penalty for leaving against bots, just so I can actually play the game properly. It's a tutorial, yeah. I hate when games do that. Like, let me get my ass beat online rather than against fucking bots. That'd still be more fun. Or I'd rather get my ass beat by a bot, or by a real player, than even beating up on a bot, right? I'd rather lose, but just let me have fun in a real context of what the game is all about. You'll still score even that. Like, look at this. I'm Ronaldo, Messi. I'm somebody, some random soccer player whose name I don't even know. Triangle, focus the camera on the ball. Okay. But like a game like this would even give you like tutorial. Sometimes games will give you tutorials like that on PC, Oh, it shows you like your little picture there too. It's Voss with the gun at his head there. Or like mine would be more like with the gun over your mouth with a silencer on it, like I was gonna do. PlayStation Network friends can automatically be added. I don't want to automatically add them, but I'll just manually do it. Upload up to goals, replay, don't really care, don't care about all this. Or yeah, it'll like spam you with all these different cosmetics and stupid things. Let me first of all turn off any sort of mic stuff in the thing. Just so it's not cringy that way. Music, voice chat should be off, or we can always use Discord or something. This is gonna take like all day just to fucking get it set up, but whatever. Chat would just be like the open mic, push to talk, mute. Well, how do you know? Wait, how do you know what you're doing to toggle it though? Determines whether your microphone is open mic or requires a button to talk or mute. Push to talk. I guess I'm not pushing anything, so how would I know what that even is? I guess it's probably a keybind. Controller volume, output, speakers, controller sounds, multiplayer only, soundtrack and menu. Gonna get you copyright maybe. Streamer save me. Oh yeah, that's even exactly. DMC protected music will be silenced or replaced while this option is selected. That's probably a pretty good thing to have, which shows you how much content creation is around this. To add friends, go to the main menu. Yeah, let me see one thing about the what is the mute toggle button thing. If it'll even show up here. Quick chat, compliments, reactions, text chat. Oh yeah, here we go. It's L3. No, fuck. Oh my god. Boost. So it would have overwritten what I was trying to do. I wasn't trying to do that. Like, what is some button that I would just never use that I wouldn't want? Like what? Maybe you don't use L3 for anything, so I just want to make sure I won't accidentally do it. Okay, we can do it from here. Create party. And then we'll go ahead and invite him. You have no friends currently online. Okay. Friends list, add Epic friend. Okay, here we go. So I assume that ID he gave was for Epic. I'm thinking of it like as a specific, or no, I almost thought it would be his PS thing, but whatever. It should be the same, right? Nightmare Rage 69 with the little underscore thing here. How do we do this? Should be that one. Friend invitation sent. Okay, I'll assume that's the correct one. I always wonder with numbers like that too. Like, was every other number taken, or did he? I mean, in this case, he probably just did it to troll. But you know, because 69 is funny, haha. But no, there's a nightmare underscore 61 through 1 through 68, and that's why he had to do 69. Play one online match, ready to claim, view challenges. It's gonna have all these kind of daily quests to try to get you addicted and farm rewards and stuff. But no, it's like, it's all about the base mechanics. So who cares about the cosmetics? Who cares about the even other game modes and things like that? It's one of those games that does have obviously the whole high skill cap element, or at least it's treated that way, like where people are going to, you know, obviously people are obviously going to take it seriously in terms of esports and coach people and charge people for that. And it sounds almost like I'm talking about chess, but at least this would maybe be more rewarding in that way too. Or forget, we can just not even worry about the voice chat thing. Let's just try, yeah, private match, like a 1v1 type of thing. Team size. Yeah, what are the team sizes? No bots, region, doesn't matter, party only. Let's just go with that for now. Let's see how good he actually is at it, because I'm certainly not very good. Auto doesn't really matter what color, you're just gonna have one of each. This is like the Mario Kart thing at the beginning where you just keep trying to start early, but it won't let you move. I didn't even grasp too much of what the controls are gonna be like there. The one thing that kind of can wait. Oh, I thought we were like in some loading screen. I didn't know this was actually the map. Yeah, that's always the fun element that you can get at the beginning. Which, to be fair, I just did that in the last one. Like, because see, here's where it becomes a problem: is that if you lose control of the ball, or it goes like on the other side of the court, even if he missed that, or the field, even if he missed that, the thing is that like I have to almost stay back and stop it once he goes in. So even though I like the idea of the 1v1 thing, you have to understand how to stop this a little better. Or you have to like jump and stuff too. I don't know how. I think X maybe you can jump. There's all kind of other controls that I'm not accounting for. Yeah, like that. Like let's try to just stop him and play at proper goalie position. Or he's not even going to try to do it. Okay, look. Let me actually see, what do each of the buttons do? The circle is supposed to be boost. But like, why can't I hit it before he hits it though? That's the thing. You know, again, this is where it can become difficult because if he gets ahead of you, you're just screwed, right? You can't catch up. There's nothing you can do. And so it's a case where, you know, if that was going to go in, there's nothing you can do to stop it, right? That's the thing. So it almost, maybe there should be like an AI goalie just to make it a little bit harder. Not that you even necessarily want players. But like I would just kind of walk the ball up like this. I don't know what happened there. Like it was just auto forcing me to go up. You don't want to commit too hard unless you are for sure going to get it. I feel like the camera's fucking me up more than anything. I have to... I either have to turn off like an autofocus that it's doing, or I have to turn off the pilot control upside down movement. So he was able to like blow me up there, but why didn't that blow him up? Like why is that a one-sided interaction? Fuck, that was a good last second thing where it almost seemed like I was gonna get something. This whole stopping starting element is something you gotta get a hang of. You should get it there, but I'm too much of a clown to actually do it. But no, those ones at the beginning are kind of a cheese, whether I benefit from it or not, where I have to learn how to stop that. Okay, that was always good. Okay, let me look at some of these settings. Well, he farms up more points. It's not like it really matters, or I don't know what the point score even goes to. So cameras don't do the auto camera follow, right? Stiffness, steering sensitivity, camera preset. How about you turn off the stupid pilot controls? Field of view, distance, height, angle. Why can't you just turn that off? What the hell? I'm gonna catch him off guard and just score it like that. See, for example, that one is like a troll because, you know, you can... What can he do? Once I hit it there, assuming, you know, he wasn't expecting me to do it, but you can't do anything there because you just can't catch up. So if you get any sort of straight line shot like that, it's impossible. Like, he can do the same thing here as he's done like 3 times before. So all you're trying to do is just hit. Like, how does he get there faster? I'm going full speed. You're just trying to hit it to just get it away, not even to, you know, do anything with it necessarily. You know, this is where I don't really get the whole boost thing. Like, you got to build it up and save it. You got to hit those little things around the arena. Yeah, you got to walk the ball sort of to get it to where you want, and then make the final swivel sort of shot. You got to like save up the boost a little more. Like, I keep using it immediately, so it serves no purpose. I think the camera is what I really hate about this, which I'm sure you could customize better on PC as well. I don't really understand that, like where, what is causing that to happen? Like, he's boosting into me maybe and hitting me, but okay, like that, but I'm forgetting whose thing is what. Are you going in the blue, or are you, like, I'm orange, but does that mean I think it means I'm trying to go the other way, right? I wasn't even paying attention to that much because for the most part I haven't even been scoring. But no, obviously he's trying to protect his own blue side. Look how the camera's doing that. Like, I'm not even trying to do anything with it. Yeah, just keep trying to hit them. That's at least a legitimate strategy. Or maybe you could turn that off to where... Are you serious, dude? Fuck. No, I'm a big fan of doing these sort of light taps to where... You know, you're not trying to do like a home run one shot. Wrong sport, I guess, but whatever. You're not trying to do a goal just in one shot. You're just trying to, whatever, do little light taps and eventually get it somewhere that you want. Like, that's kind of the dream come true, because it doesn't matter whether I get it in there now or not. At least you're safe and you get it away from... That's so annoying how the camera does that. Like, I get you're trying to look at the ball, but I'm not doing that. Like, you should have to... That's what triangle and stuff is for. 1 minute remaining, 1 to 5, and even the one I got was kind of a cheap one, maybe, where it seemed like I was in the settings, but I was expecting him to just keep playing even after I was doing that. Yeah, maybe the demolition thing shouldn't be allowed, or it's almost like in real life that would be a penalty. That'd be like a foul. You have to give them a free score if you blow up the opponent's car and kill them, like, or we're controlling this with somehow like a remote, so nobody's actually in there. Otherwise, it could be a very violent game. Oh my god. But no, it's this whole boost thing. Like, what if we turn off all these mechanics? Like, for the next one. No boost, no... or even like a fixed boost where you're not getting it on the field. So no boost, no demolition, no none of that, and just the base, the most base version of the mechanics possible. Just letting him have that one, but... Okay, how much longer does this go on? 11 seconds. But I don't know if there was like a total score that we were trying to get to. Like, you should always hit it at basically the same time so that you're basically able to... My problem is I always hit it too hard. Like, you gotta almost deliberately stop it a little bit to where... Good game. Barras Bravas. Achievement. I don't know what that means. 6 goals, striker, 8 shots on goal. Okay. So let me change the settings here a little bit. Change preset settings. Okay, no, not my settings. How about the match settings? Or we can just redo it again. So, yeah, the way they show the menu and everything is very much like Fortnite, where it'll show the other character and stuff. He's got his little popcorn bucket on there. So let's see. Create private match. Game mode. Yeah, let's try to get it in the most raw form possible. Standard only. Like, what is the base normal one that you always would think of when you see the game? I don't even know. Yeah, what is the normal one? And is this not copyright music that is playing right now? Okay, I guess I don't care so much about the arena, although there are a lot of them, which presumably a lot of these have been added over time. Wait, where's the random option again now? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Just something that's kind of clear and easy to see. And then, okay, random. 1v1, no bots. Region doesn't matter. So let's just look at this. Okay. Mutator settings. Wait, I thought there was something where it was saying you could turn those things off. Like demolition and things like that. Ball physics, ball size, bounciness, rumble, demolish. Disabled, okay. And then the other thing is just the boost. Even though people would object to this, just for the sake of it, let's try one without it, if you can. Gravity, rumble, boost strength. How about just 0? No, what the fuck? I guess you can't turn it off. That's just an inherent part of the game. It's not Rocket League without the ability to rocket around with your little boost shit. Okay, Neo Tokyo. Alright, here we go. So now we're blue. You just have to switch colors every time we lose or whatever, or every game, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, so that was not like I was even really trying there, arguably, but it's this whole boost thing that confuses me a little bit, because you can still hit each other, but you at least won't blow each other up. Because that shouldn't be like a core, although that would arguably be like one of my main strategies, maybe. Like, that's all I would do. I would not go for the ball, I'd go for them, because they'd be less expecting that. So you can still push him around and all, but let's actually try a little bit here, and my style might be more defensive minded. I'm going to assume he's trying too, because he did do pretty well the last one, and he's doing well even here already. Okay, that's fine. Skip this. Again, the whole principle here is it shouldn't be possible for him to hit it before me, but yet he somehow did. Like, aren't we doing exactly the same thing there? I don't get it. What can I do wrong in that basic opening sense where he's able to hit it like that before me? And I even did hit it, but somehow he's doing some cool strategy, like where he jumps and deflects it back. I should almost hit it like some other angle where even if he did that, it wouldn't go the way that he wants. That mechanic is just weird. Like, I don't know. What is it that you can do at the beginning that's any different than that? You're just going straight towards it, but yet he somehow still hits it before me. Or I do the same thing sometimes. That could actually be maybe the worst element, because you have to learn, this is like opening theory in chess. You have to learn how to equalize the opening, otherwise everything else becomes invalid, because it's just like, it's not that, oh, I'm trying to score a goal with that. I'm literally just trying to stop it from being what determines the whole thing. Right, like where he's able to score in that every single time. Now you gotta wait for the right opportune moment, and then just whack it in here. You gotta learn sort of the ball's natural movement and tendencies, where, you know, you're gonna let it do some of the work for you, because I'm too much of a clown to do it myself, where you know it's gonna go a certain way no matter what. Yeah, that could be a good form of content. Like, instead of Hikaru playing chess, it'll be like Ronaldo, Messi, or somebody retires, and then they play this. Like, soccer player tries Rocket League, and see if that professional soccer player, and see if that, oh shit. He didn't even necessarily have to do that. Like, it was just going on its own. Okay. Yeah, I'm closer to him in chess ability than in this, apparently, but I don't really know what I'm doing, obviously. Yet I don't get the beginning sometimes, although, see, he still missed it. I guess because they don't really know what you're going to do, but in my case, you should know that I'm a clown, and yeah, see, like, that's a very simple one, but there's all these, like, other movements maybe he's doing. Like, what? Is it just a jump, or... Okay, my boost is maxed out. But I don't really understand how to use that either. You know, he's doing like these weird jumps and other things that are probably very important, but I don't really know how to do them either. Okay, 1 to 4. But no, my specialty should be defense. So, like, I'm not going to allow him to, I don't know, do certain things or score or whatever. Fuck. Yeah, I think that's the only way that you can really contort your movements, the way that, like, what he's doing, where he just, you know, you're boosting, you're jumping, you're doing all these things together. Yeah, we got to create a way to do this somehow in real life. Fuck. You got to do, like, some subtle tab there. This is the hardest part. I always get it close, and then it's hard to finish it off, because it's more, you got to be more gentle with it. You gotta be more gentle with your ball, haha. I hate how the camera digs like that. This is like the adversary moment in an anime where you, like, look each other down in some sort of aggressive way, like we're giving each other a death stare, but then it only benefits him because the time is on his side. See, like, that's perfect. You could have gotten it there if you were a little faster on the draw. Fuck. Yeah, there must be a 1v1 matchmaking queue sort of thing too. So see, I wouldn't even mind getting my ass beat by people like that, because I still enjoy that more than the team element, even if the team element is obviously the case of, there's no way I'll be able to catch him in this time though, unless I get one, like, off the opening. I still enjoy that somehow, because see, whether you win or lose, it's 100% on you. That's why I like chess, that's why I like card games usually, because it's always a 1v1, so you can't use the other person as an excuse or a carry reason or anything like that. I don't really get that. Like, just he jumps at the beginning. Like, it's just that easy. That is like a weird element that you're constantly losing too. Like, that you'd be able to literally most of the shots, even one of my 2 came from just the beginning. So that's a part that better players would obviously neutralize or be very good at doing. But imagine if and I guess that's the one thing about the 1v1 format that is bad, is the extent that oh shit, that was a good save actually. That you would always have a goalie, you would have multiple players. When there's only one player, if you miss that opening, you're screwed, right? It's just over. So that's both a good thing and a bad thing. You have the opportunity to do it too. Fuck. No, but it's these subtle, gentle movements. I almost just got one there. And then he did an actual unexpectedly good save there. Fuck. But yeah, what is this, like F-Zero where you can do those demolitions? I almost wasn't expecting that to... He's almost like setting up my shot, or he's just struggling to move it. 30 seconds remaining. Just don't let him fucking score again here. The 2-5, but I'm maybe being too aggressive where I don't really... I don't know. Okay, see, now this is the perfect thing. You wait for it to cross, but then I don't really understand. I thought it was moving maybe a little bit faster. Okay, so we get a third one at least in a clutch moment. I can't tell whether it's just the stiffness of the movement or whether sometimes he's not actually trying, which of course, he's never one to make excuses like, oh, he loses to me in chess and he was on the phone, or he's trying to let me catch up, but I'm even too much of a clown to do that. Or yeah, he even helped me there. 4-5. I mean, he seems decent, but I'm sure I'm just bad. It's not like... You know, it's hard to measure how good somebody actually is. Guess the elo, guess the rank, like that little mini game. You could never do that with me in chess because you would never know. Like, you know, some games I seem like I'm at 2,000, some games I seem like I'm at 800. You would never necessarily know. So I guess, whatever. That was at least more competitive, I guess, even if he was maybe trolling a little bit there at the end. Let's be orange this time. Yeah, I'm sure there's all kind of other fun game modes and stuff, but just because I haven't played this game that much, and especially in so long, it's more fun just to try the base mode because... Whatever, like I never really truly enjoyed this element either. Or like I never truly got the full effect out of it. You know, is that potentially a goal? It is very close to a goal, but this is the element that you gotta understand. Let him do what he's gonna do, and then get it when it's going to the right side. Like that would have actually been a score thing if he didn't disrupt it. That was actually going in the right direction. You got to account for the assumption. Let's try to play like really obstinate and safe, right? Defensive minded play. Where you're just not letting him score. I don't really care so much about scoring myself. See, these jumps can really throw you off because it's just a weird, unexpected movement that's a little bit harder to account for. Otherwise, the rest of the driving is almost a little bit stiff where, you know, it's very, I don't know, just robotic even. Ah, I missed. I should have just jumped there, obviously. Yeah, I wonder, like, how mechanically similar is this, what we're doing right now, at least, to the original base game? Is it exactly the same, or have they changed even these mechanics? So usually jumping here seems to work at least a little better. If you just drive it. Oh, how did he recover from that, though? That was so weird. Even I didn't know what was happening. He's good at those recoveries or like unexpected moments that I think it's over and then he does something. Kind of like what I would have to do there. Or what I got to use more as a brake. See, there I should have... So the one before that, I should have, you know, let him walk it in there. The one before I should have jumped at a certain point. The one there I should have braked. Okay, that's still fine as long as you equalize it. Right, I have no problem with that. Sometimes the point of hitting it is you're just getting it to move. Not that you care really where it's going. It's just more like, where did he even go? Because the most direct, obvious path is not going to be... But no, I mean, this game has always been fun. I just find that element interesting, though, right? Like, people... Oh, come on, come on. Like, I have the right idea, but I don't understand the physics of it, really. Yeah, I got to use reversing and braking more. That's the mechanic I've completely ignored here. Well, you see, he stopped it himself. Why did he do that? And I like how everybody acts like that too with multiplayer stuff. Like, oh yeah, everybody plays every multiplayer game all the time. Like, everybody plays Fortnite and everybody plays Rocket League. Like, how do people have enough... Fuck. How do people have enough time to necessarily even do that with every single one? Right? Like, normally it's like they'll pick one game and they play it, like, all the time. Almost like what I've done with chess a little bit. I can't hear the mic or anything, so I don't know. We can do Discord some other time with it. But yeah, it's the opening shots that are very... irritating sometimes. Or like, I like when it at least starts at an angle where maybe it makes it a little more difficult to do that. What is this position that I'm in? Now you gotta curl it back around. Which didn't really do much of anything there at all. But no, I do love the 1v1 thing, even though it has some moments where it feels like, oh, it's just unfair and there's nothing you can do about it. It goes both ways, so that's a small trade-off to make. I always hate team-based stuff, right? I don't hate multiplayer games, but I hate, you know, you're in a group, so your group holds you back, or you get carried by them. Whether they're helping you or hurting you, I don't like it, because I want it to feel like, again, whatever you do... Are you serious, bro? Whatever you do, you either get credit or blame for the outcome. Yeah, I have some problem with that angle. Like, it's a very wide goal, but I can't quite figure it out. Just have to get used to it, I guess. Like here, you can just easily do it, but I don't have the angle right. Or I'm more a fan of just like walking it in there. Yeah, that's fine. 1 to 4. I'm sure I could go online and just beat random people. Or maybe they'd be even better tryhards. Yeah, see, like, that's perfect. I don't care where it ends. Well, maybe perfect, but not for me. Fuck. The point is just get it out of there so at least he doesn't score off of that. Sometimes you have to know when to back off of it. Like there, I probably shouldn't have even pursued it. You know, you should just be able to walk it in there, and even his momentum pushed it. Maybe sometimes at the end here, he tries to almost help me, but one of these times I'll win, and then he'll have to make some excuse. He was cooking food. He was on the phone with somebody. See, like, how does he do it? Or why didn't he just go for the score there then? Because it's almost like you shouldn't start with any boost at the beginning, but I guess you can still get it in some sort of way. All you have to do is, like, lose them once, and then just go in a straight line, but I very much struggle with these angles where I can't, fuck. He should have gotten an assist for that, or he's even trying to do it. See, now he can score 100%. I can't necessarily stop it, or I kind of can, because the ball is kind of going ahead of him a bit. Yeah, you just walk it in at a slow pace, and it didn't even go. But no, this makes it seem like almost an even matchup. 2 to 4 isn't like the worst score in the world. This will be more entertaining to watch than esports because, oh, it's an even match still, instead of a blowout if it's, you know, two, whatever, vastly different players of skill levels. 7 strikes on goals, 4 goals. I wonder what the settings would actually be in a particular match, though. Like, will be blue. Like, would it force you to do it, or you could just create your custom match with your custom rule set online, anything like that. You got to boost all the way from the beginning there. See, now he might still score that without even any additional effort, or maybe not. Yeah, you got to learn how to use the boost a little better. And I almost wish there was a mode without it, just to see, like, in the most base, and probably the first person to ever ask for that, but just like where your rockets don't actually work. It's no longer Rocket League because, fuck. Just to see kind of like what that would be like. Right, and it would be some consensual setting that you'd obviously be choosing for, but yeah, that might actually go in the thing, even without me having to do anything for it. Fuck. Yeah, you don't want to do these overcommittal moves, because then that leaves you open to something else. Yeah, no rockets, no demolition, nothing. As far as a mode that could be very it's the reversing that I'm really not doing. Or that could be like kind of a BM troll thing. You reverse it into the goal instead of going straight up. But also that can be pretty good strategy probably at times too. What stops me from just walking it the whole time, I guess? He'll always break the walk, but at least it's going in the right direction that way. Oh, shit. How many close calls have I had like that? But I somehow just am always a little off. It's even nothing to do with him. Like, that was a clean shot. If you have any idea what you're doing, right, you should have been able to take advantage of that, but now you got to get a clean break where you get a straight shot. Almost like you got to imitate the beginning of the thing. You say, like, okay, just do the same thing when you get in a straight line like that. But you never really building up that much momentum necessarily. Okay, now we got to play super defensive minded with the lead here. Maybe one of the first leads we've ever had, because he always gets these first cheap shots, which are, you know, I'm available to do them too a lot of the time, but you got to have this patience. Like, I go in too deep sometimes. Well, now I just kind of let him do too much though. Fuck. It's that momentum element that they... Sometimes it feels so stiff, but then they just commit like their whole thing of boost all at once. Somehow I don't like the boost thing, but I mean, you obviously got to get used to it, but no, in a raw sense, like imagine playing this without any boost at all. That would have its own intricacies and stuff like that too, because then you have to commit. It's like in such a raw sense that you're doing it where, you know, no boost, 1v1. It's like the Smash Brothers mentality. Final destination, no items, same character versus same character. Like, make it as evenly matched as possible, or not even evenly matched, but just like the most mechanically straightforward as possible. Like, where it's more about you. It's not about the arena could have some effect. It's not about anything else. It's just straightforward about the very basic element of just the characters and the mechanics and the players. There's nothing else to distract from it that way, right? No environment, no items, no other anything else. You gotta watch it on the come down here. See, now you shouldn't feel any bit in danger. You should be the aggressor, and I don't have the ability to do the momentum there. Or again, I'll take the credit if he gives me if he's helping me out. I don't care. But now he'll try to go all hardcore mode, but we'll be good enough at least to stop him from catching up now, possibly. Yeah, I don't really see why the controller would be that important either. Like, you could easily do this with the keyboard and mouse. I don't see the big thing. Or again, you could play it on PC without the need for that either. Now this should be an easy score, but I guess not. He had the boost 2 ready. Fuck, it's almost like he was trying to do it, but... Or maybe not, I don't know. You can never tell with this guy, but... That should be a score, but I've done that probably 50 million fucking times, I swear. It almost seems like I'm trolling too, but maybe I'm just that bad. Hard to even say that I was bad before, because I didn't play it that much to be able to determine that. Now, could I potentially save it at the end here? And I could. Save plus 50. I don't know how those scores factor into the end thing, because whoever has the most goals should win either way regardless, but... Yeah, look at that. And he can say he's trolling or helping or whatever, but I mean, if you're going to troll, at least win in the end too. Like, you don't have to. Fuck. Yeah, like, how does that happen sometimes, though? I don't get it. Like, am I not just doing the same thing the whole time? And it feels like I am, but sometimes he just gets there first or something. I don't know. Yeah, fuck it. I can cheese out the opening too. We've matched cheese for cheese shot. It's like scoring off the serve in tennis or something weird. Like you just have some little opening weird thing that you do that's somehow good enough. Oh my god, I missed those so many times, or he's even trying to do it too, but whatever. We still win. The good thing is we held him to only 2 goals, so that's at least a good defensive mindset. That would almost be my style of play. You just gotta kind of wait and not overcommit. That's probably some strategy that you genuinely have to do, where it's like, don't always try to be chasing the ball. You gotta wait, let it do its movement, catch it somewhere later, right? So let him do what he's gonna do and then try to stop it, sort of play the little goalie role and stuff like that. But obviously most people probably don't play this in any sort of 1v1 context, right? It would always be some other way that you would just 340 score. I wonder if there's some way you can get the score that's probably more meaningful for team-based stuff, but where you can win on the score even if you lose on the points. You would think that couldn't be the case, but somehow where that like overrides the victory. Or maybe this map would be good because it has that little thing to throw off the... That is actually a good meta thing. Maybe people complained about that and then they stopped it, right? They put the pillars there so you can't possibly get the thing, or at least it'll be a lot harder to do. You would think he'd be competitive and actually trying now, but who knows? Okay, we play it around, walk it around. You know, if he didn't have a boost, it would have been fine. But they always do, right, when they need it. I'm not even saying it's a bad mechanic. It is kind of the core mechanic of the game, arguably, but it's more just like... whatever. It's something that almost you should be able to turn off. I'm actually kind of shocked that you can't. Yeah, when you're close proximity like that, it can be very difficult to do anything. You got to do these more subtle, gentle movements that I kind of struggled to do, or whatever these weird contortions you can do are too, or what I don't get, like whether it has to do with the jump or something. Okay, that was good. See, whatever move he does at the end there, to just knock it in at the right angle, but that's what you got to save your boost for. But then again, I'm always tempted to use it at the beginning because of whatever kind of cheese troll way, you know, wait for it to come around, but it won't necessarily, or, right, like it'll do the work for you, assuming he doesn't stop it, but I could have done it there if I just hit it, but I guess I'm overestimating the momentum of it a little bit, like, I'm expecting it to be going a little bit faster, but it takes so long, and then I'm too slow and stupid. 11 miles per hour. Okay. It's not letting me skip. Double press X. Okay. Seems like it's doing the... Oh, yeah, like those kind of little spin moves. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, see, I've been playing handicap too. I didn't even know that mechanic existed, or at least didn't remember it. I actually kind of like this one because of the pillar, so at least it stops. This is at least more suited to 1v1, so you can't cheese as much off the center. Even if, again, I benefit from that too. It's just, it can be a little bit annoying of a mechanic. Damn it. I feel like it's the ball itself that evades you. It's nothing to even do with the other player. You just have to understand how the ball works with its own little internal physics. Like even there, if I had done the double, I don't really get how it works though. Sometimes it's working, sometimes it's not, or it's, you have to do it within the context of you moving in a particular direction as you do it. Now we play full defense, but that was a good shot, and that's actually pretty amazing that he got it from that far. Okay, so that is basically the only mechanic then. You just have the boost and the double tap. And yeah, this has lasted the test of time. Double X gives power. Yeah, it does some sort of rolling animation in one direction, it seems like that. So that's perfect for actually trying to score the goal. Or even at these weird physics angles, it still works to some extent. But like sometimes I was maybe doing it without intending to, just because I'm spamming to try to jump. But certainly the boost discipline eludes me a little bit to be like, yeah, that you got to use the wall. It seems like, oh, I'm pushing it towards this goal, but then it ends up on the other side of the map because of whatever it is. So now here you just got to go for it, but that's always the wrong way to do it. I'm trying to do it like more head on without doing that. Maybe it is made just for that mechanic to work. Like where you are meant to do that double tap only to score the goal, but I'm sure there's other countless ways to do it, but that might be tailor-made to do that. It's hard to kind of like stop on a dime and do something here. Like even that was super close. That should almost count, like shot on goal. You just don't realize how bad of a shot it actually was. I just can't even stay with it though. You can always block him off. If you can't block the ball, just block the player. So that would have actually benefited me if I felt like... What is that? Some sort of slow down time mechanic? The hell is that? That's like the first time we've ever seen that. Yeah, like hit it super hard against the wall, even if it's going towards his, and then it'll end up on the other side of the map. 30 seconds. Let's see if I can get a clutch one in the way. I don't think we've seen what happens, like some sort of sudden death probably, if you are tied there. Now this pillar actually hurts me that I was praising so much. Or I kind of use my boost too much all at once. You got to kind of do it. Okay, so we get a draw just to see whatever is going to happen with respect to hold your square to drift. Okay. Wait, there's two. Is he actually gonna? No, he might be able to in a normal map, but this map with the pillars, he's not gonna be able to score in two. Okay, overtime. This is the first overtime we've seen, and let's not go too overly aggressive. But okay, let's see. Let's see. We can still do it because then he loses control of it there, right? There's no follow-up play, or that's the whole point of why you would need teammates in this game. Oh shit, see, I should get it, but I won't, because I'm a clown. Oh shit, I got it. You know, do you just auto win there, or does he get another chance? Is it like football, where like the first person to score in overtime? Traveler. Okay, we'll try that square thing, though. Finisher, 1 overtime goal, slowpoke, 16. Yeah, that's... I do have that tendency of moving very slow, and just trying to walk the ball all the time. Which sometimes is good, but you have to kind of know exactly when to go for it. Like when it's naturally sliding across the screen, right, with the goal behind, then you do some slow move, or you have to do that power move double tap to try to finish it. Doesn't seem like the arenas matter too much, though, outside of that one, just aesthetically maybe, but... We're learning the mechanics kind of one at a time. Like I didn't even know about that double tap thing, or I guess I forgot about it maybe. Okay, that's fine. And then the hold square to drift. Oh, I shouldn't just let him fucking score in the process, but maybe I couldn't have stopped it. It's just like when you're alone there next to the goal, especially in this 1v1 context, I keep having the opportunity to score. We're not getting his mic thing because it's off, but... Whatever, he wanted to use Discord or something, but I barely had time to even set this shit up, so I can do it next week too, actually, on Wednesday, or something else on console at least. Okay, let's see, just play it safe. Fuck. See, like, how do you lose that? Like, what? I guess that is the drift element that I keep. Just these moments where you sort of aren't moving smoothly. And you kind of have to recenter it like that. That probably would have been a good opportunity to drift. It's both so slow and so fast at the same time, like where it feels, you know, there's a certain stiffness that you have a lot of the time. Yeah, the whole skill element comes a lot with the boost, like how much you're using it, and it'd be fun to use it on like the 10 times boost and stuff like that to see all these variations and stuff. Like, you're not gonna get any momentum like this. Gordon Freeman would love this game with the physics. That's the whole draw of it, I guess. Okay, see now he should easily score it because I can't even get to it. I guess he missed it there a little bit. Save, I don't know if I really deserve even credit for that. Fuck. Trying to do that like that double tap thing and it doesn't really work. Seems to only happen sometimes. Like you have to be hard committing to one particular direction. You know, this is a very dangerous spot, but you can always get it going the other way. But like I put up no resistance there. He could have easily done it. Fuck, man. All these like sort of tight, low speed movements that are so hard to do. Fuck, like I can't do that one either. See, now you should be able to walk it the other way because you're ahead of him and you have a pretty full boost. So that should be a score for sure. But it's always this sort of leaning thing. See, like now it'll almost go in on its own, and it does. Or this goal is actually differently shaped. I didn't even realize that. It's like a little wider, or it just looks like that, maybe. Okay. What the fuck? How did we both miss that? He might have even done it like to troll, like, oh, the fact that I missed it, but how would he even have known? So that means I potentially could have just scored. Either one of us could have scored it there if we had just hit it in a straight line. Because then you can never catch up in that situation. You're not going to have enough boost or something at the beginning. Or, oh, is there like a cage there? I don't even realize what's happening. You can only score it like from the sides, I guess, on this one. That's for like these games that have like this hardcore stiff meta, like, oh, chess is always the same thing and people play it the same way. But you can mix it up so much with like variants and different, you know, chess 960 and things like that. So the esports, whatever scene, like, oh, now some esports player who's really good at this game plays some other map and they get all pissed, like, oh, now they lost because of that. Or like with Smash Brothers, people would always say that, like, isn't adapting to those things a skill? Like even items and stuff like that, you could argue at least, even though I'm a fan of the more, you know, less elements in there to make it more just about whatever final destination, no items. But still, like, wouldn't working around the items or using them to your advantage and things like that potentially be a skill too? But then I guess the spawn, where they spawn and things like that could be arbitrary. But still, there's a certain element of that, like, why can't you adapt to all those things? The same thing like in chess, like, oh, all of a sudden we're out of our comfort zone with opening theory, and so that, wait, Nightmare scored. Oh, I'm fucking forgetting what side of the thing we're on. Because you're blue doesn't mean you're trying to score in the blue goal, you see. If I just done that at a better angle, actually, I could have already just scored there. Such as right then, or maybe he's paying me back for the nice goal that I did there. I should have gotten an assist for the last one. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, that was almost a score actually off the opening. I sometimes just use my boost maybe for no reason. Should really save it for save it for one of two scenarios, I guess. Either you're defending an attack on your goal, or you are doing one yourself on theirs, which I'm doing it on my own again. Sometimes it looks like you're doing that, but like you kind of know what you're doing, like you're just trying to get it out of there. Or you kind of fuck it up. Okay, that's beautiful, but it's not going to go in. I don't get how you would get that double jump. You would just need more momentum. That would have been the perfect opportunity to do that, but that's like a perfect angle that I'm getting, but it sometimes just doesn't go. 3-3 with 18. We've gotten a couple of these clutch ones right towards the end. And is that going to be another one? Oh, shit. Look at that, dude. 16 seconds. Can he do it? We don't get to hear what he's saying either. Now we just have to stall it out. Just play super defensive. Don't even try to go for anything, but he's going for blood here. It shouldn't be too hard to just stop. Or maybe we'll get even another goal. Or maybe he'll even... Oh, no. I thought he might just do it in mine. Okay, not bad. Yeah, the whole drift thing is going to be pretty hard to do, too. The jump aspect I don't really get either. You have to do it at, like, a very specific angle where... I don't know. Okay, Sovereign, Heist, Dusk. Doesn't really matter which one we are. Okay, let's just try to survive the opening thing. But my favorite map might be the one with the pillar, because it just sort of circumvents that whole capability, for better or for worse. If you just... It's not necessarily a bad thing, you just have to learn it, but it can be one of those ways that a good player would bully you, like, just always score off the opening in some tricky way, right? Okay, so here, for example, you gotta, like, hard commit with the stick. That's what I'm not doing. If you want to do this double thing, which I can't really do now anyway, but you do this double attack thing like that, but you have to be putting your stick in the direction you want to go. You can't just do it from a standstill. Where did he even go? Where the fuck is he and what the fuck am I doing? Okay, get it out of there. He keeps talking in there. I should maybe turn it on, but... I don't know if it's gonna fuck up because then it'll play mine twice over, or I don't know how it's gonna work with my whole setup. It's too confusing. I'd rather use Discord if we're gonna do it. Okay, so he could potentially try to get it there, but he's not. Like, look at that. What am I doing there? That makes no sense. Like, how do you not hit the ball there just to get it out of there? Just the same way that when it's on his goal, you know, those little tight things. He is doing that little stupid animation, too. Whatever body contortion thing he has. Oh, yeah, but now I'm not even on there. I'll have to... Hang on. Fuck's sake. Okay, after this one I can maybe join, or I don't know how much time I even have, but I'll join just so we can test it. Okay, let's see. We've won a couple in a row, haven't we? Whether he's trolling a little bit at the end or not. The last game, it didn't seem like he was, actually. That seemed pretty legit, because at the end I got, like, kind of 2 clutch goals unexpectedly. The one to tie it especially was good, and then... Some of those out of the opening are pretty interesting too. Or maybe it's just like some background sound. Fuck. Some background sound that he's doing. I should have just used the boost earlier. Why was I taking my time so much? Now here, just hit it hard. Hit it hard against the wall. I think I completely missed it there. Just to get it out of there. Yeah, once you get the whole angles and stuff, you'll be in good shape. I love this stuff around the outside and even over the top that you can do, like where... I think you can go like just all the way over the roof and stuff. Okay, that's good. See, there are those moments where they can't do anything because you have obviously no goalie or anything like that. So if you were going to use some AI in a 1v1, maybe it should just be a goalie who's not even that great, but just... so that it gives you sometimes a second chance when you completely lose track of what, you know, that side of the thing. Like, how do you do that? I don't even understand. I'm the one doing it, but I don't get it. He, like, jumped and missed it or something. Like, it's so stupid. Like, even that, you can get the thing out the opening. The opening is so fucking troll, dude. I am an opening master. Haven't you seen me play chess, dude? What the fuck is this, dude? I like the one where you start at an angle, though. At least it makes it more difficult, potentially, to do that. Yeah, you got to do these like sideways movements as you go. Like there would have been a good time to do it double jump, but he's not going to let me. Or I should have had some boost in reserve. So basically, okay, he's taking a while. Now he's going to go for it, but somewhere along the line I should be able to stop him. Like right there, but I missed it. So he should reasonably be able to punish me for that, but he doesn't necessarily. I like these positions where you're in a lead and then you can kind of just muck it up and play sort of slow and drag it out, but obviously I'm not good enough to do that. 52 miles per hour. Sometimes it seems like your speed caps out or like it's very stiff, right? Like it'll be at a point where it doesn't seem like you're going at the same speed, or you should be gaining speed or whatever, but fuck. Okay, I don't even have to go for anything crazy. We can go to overtime, but see, like here I just can't catch up, so like what am I supposed to do? And of course I'm a clown who misses that basic save potential. Like how does he let me go? Oh wait, why is that coming on now? Oh, I must have hit L3 and I didn't realize it. Oh, it's just that simple. But why would I even want that to happen? Like, is it happening now? What the hell? How did that randomly happen? I just accidentally hit the push to talk thing. So I'm guessing you're not really using L3 for anything, and before that some other mechanic that I just don't know about. Alright, you hit it there, kind of turn the momentum of it a little bit. I wonder how realistic this would be to, well, I guess nobody's hitting balls with cars, but like the soccer mechanics of like how it moves when you hit it with like a gentle tap sort of thing. All these like slow moments are what interest me. Because that's where there's so much nuance to it. Anybody can just hit it fast like a clown like this, but okay. If you miss one like that, like he's nowhere to be found. It's completely within my control, but yet I still can't do it. Just because of the momentum of it and things like that. So that's kind of inexcusable. And now that'll at least confuse where he's trying to go with it, but I'm also, it's too close to his goal here. Oh! Ah, fuck. Okay, whatever. Overtime is fine in before we get another opening troll clown experience. What the fuck? How do we both miss that? I don't even get it. Oh! It's just too easy. Like, I'm not even doing anything. I may as well just do it for him. Like, I have so many opportunities. That's the thing. I just don't get those little tight movement moments. Okay, let me go on Discord just to see. I forget how it records, so it always makes me nervous that like it'll play the thing twice over or something. Or quite frankly, it wouldn't even work now that I think of it. Because how am I going to hear... Yeah, actually, I can't even use that. Let's just try to use it on there. Actually, my bad. Because what happens is, if I use it on Discord, then I can't hear Discord, because then I'll hear... You know, I'm hearing the game on one thing. I'd have to have like one headphone for each or something. Let me actually try... Let me actually try it on here. So L3 was supposed to unlock the thing. So hang on. It was so weird how it happened, but then I couldn't redo it. Like it, I think I hit L3 by accident, but then it wouldn't work when I wanted it to. So let me actually turn this on, I guess. Options, settings, audio, voice chat. We'll put up to like 50, I guess, like it is default. And then I'll try to hit L3 to see if that works. Or it's like a save replay button, actually. So I probably saved like 50 replays inadvertently by trying to do that. The join blue. Isn't that what it is? The stick, right? You push in the stick for L3, but it's not working. I'll have to just put it to a different button. If only we were on PC. Your control has mic button. Um, or like trying to talk now. At least I should be able to hear it on here. Yeah, okay.
Hello?
Maybe I have to lower it a little bit. He's a little loud, but I don't think I've relax. Holy shit, he's too loud. Yeah, it should only play that once over, I guess, so it's not really an issue to that. But I can't even see when it shows up on there. Like, I guess that prompt is what's bugged out, so I can't tell whether I'm even talking or not on there. It would sometimes show you, you know, like your name with the speaker.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear him now. I just can't, well, tell whether he can hear me. Or I can hear some kind of like echo too.
I can't hear you. I gotta whisper.
You can hear me or you can't hear me? Oh, here we go. Get that?
I can't.
Can't hear me? Okay, fine. I'll try to figure it out later. We have some sort of button to, there's like a toggle button on here, but I don't know how it works. Okay, we've made that way too easy for him, but he still doesn't do it. Fuck.
I tried to look for a voice call server, but I couldn't find it in your server.
Okay, that's good. Let me try to see what this button is. Or you could just do some sort of other toggle. I forget where that even was. Let's try to score off the opening in some sort of a cheese way. But it's going to be hard. Or he's going to do it instead. Fuck. Those are always such a hard commit. If you miss it or if they do it, there's just nothing you can do about it. And then this, of course, makes it a lot easier when it's in a straight line. Like, because sometimes you can both hit it, but then yours hit kind of keeps going. It's weird. Like you kind of go through them. Even that's still wrong. If I just gently tapped it there. So we either got to drift there or we have to... Hey, hero. How's it going? Pretty good. Okay, 2-1 is still fine. Oh, shit. That really had nothing to do with me, but at least I disrupted him a little bit, so that should count still as a save. Okay, just wait for it, wait for it. There we go. Gotta let the ball do the work. Don't try to chase it all around. And then see, here's the perfect chance, but I'm very bad at getting those. Like, how do you miss that angle? Okay, he still hit me with it, but somehow it went through me. Get it out of there. Gonna stall it out a little bit. Now here you just like gently tap it in, but it's not going to necessarily happen. How is that even a shot on goal? Like he hit it when it said that, not me. Ah, fuck. These close quarters where you miss it are kind of triggering, dude. How are you not hitting it there? Fuck it. Yeah, I don't know what happened to those icons where it was showing. I don't get how this whole voice chat thing works. Not that I typically ever use it in anything ever, aside from just like for myself, for my stream. Okay, somehow he won that opening. I don't know how. Okay, get it out of there. See, when you're at the standstill, I expect to be able to just jump up and hit it, but you can't because you're going too slow, so you won't jump far enough, high enough. Yeah, that should be an easy score, but it is me that we're talking about, so it's just not. No, I've had like a million opportunities, so I'm at least good at getting in position, but I'm very bad at finishing. Also sounds like I'm talking about chess, where I'm always up material and stuff, and then I, you know, never convert positions. You have to have that killer instinct or the final clutch way to finish it. Sometimes maybe not using the boost. Oh, I thought that was going to go, actually. Not using the boost can be the solution because then you go too fast and you can't control it, kind of. Or I don't know if you can like boost in reverse almost. Oh my god, it's like he's asking for it, but I just can't do it. Yeah, that's really slow speed, slow speed. Yeah, soccer is one of those sports that sometimes is seen as being very boring because it's like it can go like an hour without either team scoring or something like that, or the overtimes can go on forever or whatever. So I've always been a proponent, not that I really like any of them, but of the ones that are a little faster paced, where it might be like, you know, basketball, whether you score or not, it'll be at a much faster pace. Like, you know, every 24 seconds something is going to happen. Or, you know, tennis, the volleys and everything like that is usually are going to result in something at a quick speed. I just can't do anything at these lower speeds. Like, I'm not good at this part. Like, you're right there, but you just can't convert it. Or maybe you can. Okay, so either we gotta... Let's just not even try to do anything crazy here, but... try to win it in overtime. I have a pretty good, like, clutch record, though, so far. Every time, like, when I'm down and there's, like, very little time left, I actually do something good. Like, see, that could have almost been a score, too. Okay, that's fine. So I don't know how long this can potentially go on for in terms of the overtime. Maybe just forever until somebody scores. Which for me could be literally forever. Fuck. Okay, that's kind of a dangerous spot, but it's okay. Oh, no way. No way. Okay, that was actually really good. I was expecting to go lower so I'd be able to volley it back. Okay, let me test this whole mic thing again. It should work even like in the lobby, I guess. Let me see. Get creative with a variety of custom something something. Yeah, I do definitely like the whole 1v1 aspect. I mean, I guess that's all we did here, but it has a lot of potential to be fun. Pretty much the only bad thing is at the beginning you can just kind of cheese it a little bit, but that's still not too big of a deal. Player anthems. Chat. So voice chat thing is on, so I just don't know how the thing works with respect to the hotkey. Oh, it's like this button here, I guess. So, but that means it's muted, so it was already on. Let me see. You go here, and then you go to like the controls, and then you go to whatever the mute button is, which is L3, which doesn't seem, or no, it's the clip thing too, so maybe it's fucking up between the two. Where is the toggle? I don't know, what could I use that's not being used like in the game? Like just one of these random buttons like left. So now is it working? I don't get it. Or maybe you can just do it from here. Party channel can hear you. Off. On. I don't understand how this works really, but whatever. As long as I can hear him, he could potentially hear me on stream, I guess, so it's the same thing. But it was working. Let's do maybe one more if he's still wanting to. Last one. Yeah, I mean, it's about what you'd expect. It's fun. It's not too different, or at least the way that I'm playing it is very much a vanilla style. Which, of course, people would say, oh, no, you should play with some new mechanics or some other crazy new mode, which is fine. But it's like, when you haven't played the game that much in the first place, you may as well, you know, just do this. It's still kind of fresh to me. Okay, last one. Fuck. But I love how he misses it there, too. Like, okay, let's try to focus on this one, on converting these positions a little more, because it's not that hard. But I somehow am just struggling with it. Like where I get it in some sort of good position, but then you can't finish it. Like whatever there. But even that's too fast. Like I get it in these slow pace, but like that. That's it. Can he get there in time to stop it? That's where you got to know your limits. Like, oh, it might be better to do it faster, but you're also not good enough. So you'll have more success doing it slower because you're just worse and you can't handle it. Okay, so now we can do it at some sort of cheeky angle here at the beginning. and it doesn't really matter, but you know, I wait for it to kind of come across because you expect him to even move it there. I don't have much of a boost capability there, so we gotta just chill. And I have a bad habit of just using the boost again for like no reason, just randomly, just because I'm like impatient or yeah, that's a bad jump. And now that helps me, but he's gonna probably push it the other way though, that's the thing. Or maybe not. Oh, that was moving way slower than I thought. Or it went in there entirely on its own. I didn't even do anything. Did I really score, or did the ball just score itself? Yeah, look at that replay. I miss it. I don't hit it at all. And then he can't stop it in time, or I don't know what he's doing. That one was very lazy. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, shit. That's fine. Don't let him get in here easy. Knock it back that way. This is good. Gotta get the right angle here, which I always struggle to do. It's always this, like when you're going across, then you have to somehow, you know, do that one final finishing move to knock it in directly, which is very hard to do. Like even here, this is a good walk moment, but I'm just given too many opportunities to knock it back, and that might actually make it, but it doesn't. Very rarely do you get like just a straight shot at it, really. But yeah, I like this whole roof thing. We haven't had that happen much, but it seems like you can almost drive across like the whole roof if you want. Like upside down. He's doing these little crazy flips and stuff a lot, but I don't know if it's helping him that much. Okay, now we have the full boost, so we should go for it, but I can't even line up with the damn thing. Okay, that's pretty much a straight shot, but it's... I always misjudge the movement, like how fast the ball itself is going. You know, he should easily get that, but I don't know. Yeah. Or there is some kind of faint music in the background, but it's not like NBA 2K style where it'll be playing like in the arena super loud and potentially have copyright issues. Oh shit. That was too easy. That was still effectively off the opening, even though he didn't score like from it. It just, you know, it ended up in such a fortuitous spot for him to potentially do it. How does that even happen, man? I'm doing the same thing. I'm going like straight forward. I guess I was trying to go at too much of an angle. Like you start with the same amount of boot. Yeah, I went too far around. You should just go straight forward and not try to do anything fancy, because that's exactly what can happen. Yeah, that's fine. You're just trying to survive those things at the beginning, and then here he goes again. Making him look better even than what he is. Like, it hasn't been... That was way, like, 4 in a row that we gave him, right? We were up 2-0. Or I'm trying to be, like, too aggressive. Maybe I got too confident. Which I would still stand by that, because, again, I'm getting in these good positions so many times, but I just don't convert them. Or that was, like, some extra boost that I didn't want or expect. Yeah, easily here you could score, easily, but I'm not able to. Fuck. Or yeah, I'm not really drifting enough. I'm not really using the other mechanic enough. That should be fine. Good, 3. Okay, so let's try to tie it again. Yeah, we always come back in the clutch, but in this one, he kind of came back. Because, whatever, we were actually up 2-0 for once. Okay, let's try to get one off the opening here, cheese style. Yeah, see, that sometimes does actually work, too. Fuck. See, at that point, there's nothing you can do about it. It's just gone. No, that's almost the moment that happens where you sort of push it, but then he still kept blocking it with his thing, almost inadvertently. Like he blocks it initially, but then we kind of just keep going in a straight line, which can sometimes happen. That's great, but it doesn't quite make it in there. Oh my god. These angles, man. These angles I just cannot handle. Like how... I don't understand this close quarters movement. You got to do some sort of weird maneuver. You're too slow and then you can't do anything with it. I don't know how that possibly worked because I gave him like an hour to react to it, but it's like some sort of Jedi mind trick. You're just going around the ball in circles and not even trying to hit it or something. Okay, we go through there and then try to tie it, but we're at least winning that like opening tip basically, but it doesn't do me much good in the long run. Or maybe it does. Like, where is he there? I guess maybe he just can't get there in time. Oh, he was trying to get there though. Okay, let's see. Yeah, see, every single time this one is going my way. How is this happening? And then if you get better at converting off that position, then you're in good shape. You have the 100 boost thing. And so now you should almost go for it, but I can't get it in the right position. Yeah, the goal is almost like you don't want it going too fast because you just can't handle it, or at least at this stage. I certainly cannot. You got to just use the backup. You got to go into here. Okay, he's got his boost. Yeah, I have a bad tendency to always just waste the boost. Yeah, that was very dangerous. Let's try to walk it around the outside, but that's probably the most aggressive hit we've ever seen on me. Like I went flying there. That's worse than even a demolition thing. See that? You might think, oh, look, he blocked it there. He was there. No, I literally just missed it. It wasn't about whether he's there or not. I didn't even attempt to have it go in there. How did it end up going that way? I don't even get it. Or now you get like some sort of slowdown time thing. I don't know what that effect is. Or it's just that there's infinite time because... Or this is where the point total might actually come in. Oh, fuck. Because you get to... If it goes on for too long, then maybe whoever has more points actually ends up winning from other things like saves and stuff. Well, that's one good thing. You deny your opponent saves because you don't even make attempts on the goal in the first place like me. Let's just walk it around, farm up the boost stuff. We don't need to use the boost necessarily right now. And then we're going to be going in this direction. I just can never do that double tap thing necessarily correctly. Okay, good. Good game. These were some pretty intense ones. I can't tell whether he's really going all out or not, but I don't see why he wouldn't be, so... Winner trophy earned. What do you mean? I've won before. Or it must be like you won a certain amount. 999, 8, whatever. Okay, see you later, stars. I'm about to end now anyway. The one thing I wanted to test was the mic thing. Like, can you hear me on the thing or like say something again? I just want to see how this works.
I can't hear you.
Okay, that's so weird. I can hear him, but my little hotkey thing doesn't work, I guess. Or now, oh, maybe you have to hold it down. Now you can hear it?
Now I do.
Cool.
Now I do hear you.
Okay, see you later. Or oh, I get it. It's wait, it's maybe push to talk.
Yeah, you have to. You can fix that. You can just like press it once and it will stay on.
Let me see. I don't think it is, or I have to change some setting. Where was that? Where it said push to talk, output. Yeah, where the hell? Oh, here we go. Voice chat, push to talk, open mic, toggle mute. Okay, how about that? Now it should be on. Now it should be on no matter
Yeah,
what.
now I do hear you.
But the problem is that I can hear myself in there too.
Yeah. The mic is really loud though.
Toggle mute. Whatever. I guess you could just listen to it on stream maybe. But then you would hear yourself too. I don't know how this all works. Or if I use Discord, then I wouldn't be able to hear it. But then I could hear it on stream, I guess. No. I don't know. I'm not used to using mics and stuff. Okay, whatever. I'll figure it out. See you later.